Good afternoon. We'll be demonstrating a little scenario today when something changes in the plan and we need to evaluate it. Whether the load has increased, decreased, or what items were added to the plan before that. Let's do a calculation of the base plan. Now, in that base plan, let's copy it and do random changes. Let's suppose that it wasn't even us who did it, but someone did in the external system and sent us the new plan. Let's calculate the changed plan and make a comparison. First, in the product section, we will see which products have been added, which have been subtracted. In this case, we randomly added 4 identical cranes. The load increased by 5,800 hours. You can see how many there were in the base calculation. You can see how many there are in the modified calculation and by what value that change occurred. Next, work centers. You can also see which work centers have become loaded to a greater or lesser degree. In this case, the lathe. The change was the most significant. You can sort by the value of the change as well as by the value of the baseline and compare to the calculation. Up to 239 hours. The lathe has become busier. We can go inside and see what operations we need to do more in this machine. Because of the change, there are 20 more blocks, 18 more colors of some kind, 16 more sectors, and so on. What parts, assemblies, what went up in the terms of items, what items number grew, and how many hours this affected. For 4 products, 239 hours. Then, by personnel, similarly, by how many hours the workload increased for one or another profession, and how many units are needed to make more or less, how many hours should be utilized in the unit, and for purchased materials. There was no change. Let's copy the plan again for the purity of the experiment and change the second product and make another comparison. The basic with the modified one, so that we also change the materials. Here you can see in which order the change occurred, that these materials should buy 8 more pieces. Let's move on to the work centers. Here is more interesting analysis too. It means that 250 hours have changed, and of those, 239 hours are changes relating to one crane and one product, and 12 hours are changes relating to another product. Such is the functionality. Thank you all very much for your attention.